Hey everyone, this is Steve Ewing from Winding Road and Next Autos, and I'm sitting inside the 2009 Ford Mustang GT Coupe, which has the new glass roof, which spans pretty much the entire length of the roof. It's a big glass panel, but unfortunately it doesn't slide, it doesn't tilt, it's not like a Targa top or anything. It does have a sunshade, so you can close it off and keep yourself cooler during the hotter, sunnier months. But it's kind of a cheesecloth sort of texture. I mean, you can still sort of see through it, so it doesn't completely shut out all the light. But, you know, it's still kind of a cool thing. Our reader Mark wants to know if the glass roof itself is worth it. It's $1,995, and it doesn't do anything. It does give the cabin of the Mustang a really open, really spacious feeling, but it's not enough that I think a lot of people would constitute spending $2,000 on it. Mark also wants to know if the navigation system is worth the cost, and it's not the new updated system that Ford has put in the Flex and the Lincoln MKS and the Escape and the Expedition and all of their other 2009 models pretty much. This is still the old system. It does work really well. It's got a really good touchscreen interface with all of the menu buttons along the side. We like it a lot better than some of the nav systems we've tested in other more upscale cars. And we assume that for 2010, when the all-new Mustang comes out, that it'll have the updated navigation system in it. Our car also has the ambient lighting feature, which lights up the cup holders and the footwells, and you can even go in to the setup menu, and you can change which color displays in the instrument panel. You can have green, blue, purple, white, orange, red, or you can set it to correspond with whatever color you've got in the footwells and in the cup holders. It's not really a feature you need to have, it's just kind of a cool bells and whistles thing to show your friends. And if you're really just looking at this car as a performance car, it's not necessarily worth the cost. Our car actually is pretty pricey. The as-tested price of this car is $36,210, and that's a lot. I mean, when a car starts at $26,425, that's a whole lot of unnecessary options. But we do have cool things like the high-intensity headlamps, the polished 18-inch aluminum wheels, the glass roof and the navigation system obviously add more onto that. We have heated seats, upgraded leather, the list goes on. So if you're really looking at this as a true, just enthusiast performance car, I mean, it's 26 grand and you get 300 horsepower and a great V8 engine under the hood. The transmission is wonderful, the clutch is awesome. This is a really, really, really fun car to drive. So it's not really necessary to go ahead and add on all the accessories unless you really, really need them. It's nothing that any of us couldn't easily live without. To be honest, too, for 36 grand, we'd rather scrape some of the options off of this and just go for a Mustang Bullitt. It's essentially a GT with a revised appearance to it. It's got a little bit more power, tweaked suspension, and I mean, $36,000 is just a little bit too much to pay for a standard Mustang GT. Our reader Mo wants to know if this car drives any differently than a standard roof Mustang because of the glass roof. And to be honest, we couldn't really tell much of a difference. I'm sure that if you got someone out on a track for a long period of time driving the two cars back to back over and over and over again, there might be a slight noticeable difference, but it's nothing you can really find in everyday driving. The only thing that we had with it was the weather's getting colder up in our Ann Arbor offices, and the glass kind of squeaks and sort of rattles when it's cold and you're going over rough pavement. We do like the way it looks from the outside though, combined with the windows and the black trim of the pillars. It almost kind of looks like a carbon fiber roof that you would get on a BMW M3 or an M6. So it's a cool appearance feature to have, but again, you don't really know if it's worth the cost too much. Stay tuned for more Ask It videos next week.